좋아요. Yeah, it is.
Is it a bloke down over there with the run? Right.
Yeah, that's right. We're away, Jock. Gee, the Bell Park come out of the blocks with a fly. They've kicked 3 goals, 1 in this third quarter. Colac's kicked it behind. Smart out of the middle. Goes to Lynch, takes the mark, 55 out. Got one Kelly sneaking into the 50 arc. Too far out for him if that breeze is any indication.
I don't know, Milk. It's hard to tell. I think this sort of gets up and down the breeze a bit, but
Kelly's passed it off to Lynch. Sort of kicks this bloke.
yeah, not a bad kick. You make the distance, and it's great start by Bell Park. They really come out of the blocks and caught Colac napping, and Colac bench are making a lot of changes at the moment. Seem to have gone a bit shorter in the forward line, have they?
I think he's nailed that.
He certainly has.
Good kick.
Nick Lynch has kicked his, Milky first?
Yep, Nick Lynch's first score, in fact.
Oh, well, and Colac 8-6-54. Well, what do we got there? 10-point lead. Bell Park 9-10-64. Gone about 7 minutes in this third quarter. Big announcement at half-time that the Liberal Party candidate for the Crangamite, Sarah Henderson, has just pledged $2.5 million if she gets into... gets a vote on September 7th to go towards the development of the redevelopment of the Central Reserve. So exciting news. Pretty packed crowd in there.
Gee, that's a bit as many as I've seen in there. Jock.
I wish she had put the instead of 2.5, I should have made it 5.2. But anyway, over to you, Mr. Cheeseman. See what you can come back with. All right, ball back in the middle, and the umpire is going to come in and ball it up, and that's the way she is, mate.
Yeah, it's a political game.
It is.
Game of numbers.
And you see down there with the ABC News crew.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Linton.
Oh, he got
one high. Very high, yes. So he'll get a free kick. He's 60 out. Can't kick it from there, so he's got to find a lead. Carmody provides it. Ignores him. Gets around the man of Lynch on the mark. Kicks it straight into Sheringham. Rebounds to Sloss. Sloss goes into centre half forward. Johnson, from behind. Over Newton. Takes the mark. Plays on immediately.
Great play.
Goes long. Bouncing ball in front of Christian Bookavars. Comes off his shin into the path of Rock. Ducks his head. Gives off the handball. Back to Jackson Bright. Gives it to Bookavars. Spins and falls over.
Fell over the main rail.
Tripped over the line.
I don't reckon the coach would be happy with Jim Litton there. He had 2 blokes leading up and tried to get around one too many. But nevertheless, that's the way he plays, and you don't want to change that.
No.
Ball throw in, it's Big Vale at the front. It wasn't Big Vale, it was a big fella. Where was it at the front anyway? Bolsh gets across Emery. He's got to go across goals. He's got a quick kick looking for Theodore. He's got a yard on his opponent. The ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
Don't know if he'd gone there if it's a tendril foot race. Little pattern.
All right. Just seen Steve Polkey down below. Milky, big ice pack on his ankle. He's dressed back in the civvy, so looks like they're only down to 2 on the bench, Bell Park. So they'll be certainly be mindful of that coming into the last couple of quarters. That's for sure. All right, good work there by Bell Park. Was dropping the ball out by. Said no play on.
How could he see? Look, he's running away backwards. He's running backwards from the pack. Get over there.
I cannot understand it. I just don't see the advantage of an umpire running away from a contest.
No. It's all about position, of course, but the further away, the harder it is to see.
You've done a bit of umpiring yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm very good at it.
All right.
Didn't get much abuse.
You gave more than you get.
Yeah, true. Actually, it's that bloke said that to me once. He said, you can't say that. It's what? You can swear at me and I can't swear at you? Give it a spell.
I like seeing a bit more of that sort of attitude. But anyway, up we go. More nearly Ablett-like, wasn't it? Ball come out. There's been a free kick pinged down, and you can't grab it out of the ruck, and that's what Jackson Sheringham done.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Tim Sheringham, and unfortunately he been pinged.
Didn't get the disposal away.
No. Good kick down out wide. Oh, good mark though there. Is that
Johnson again?
Yeah, he's well down away from forward though. He's going to run around. He's been told to play on now. A long bomb. Yeah, that's a massive kick. It'll be a bit of a wrestle. Up they go.
Bookavars.
Unattended basically, and taking it on his chest. So some loose checking there by the Tigers. And Bookavars will come in and kick right on the edge of the 10-yard line, and we should have another goal for Bell Park. Gee, that was a massive kick from Johnson.
Just to take it out to 16 points, 10 points to the margin. Can't miss there, surely. Right on the top of the square.
Oh, he's had a fair crack at missing it, but he got it through.
Snuck it through. He got his second for the quarter and his second for the game.
10-10-70, Bell Park, Colac 8-6-54, 16-point ball game here. Well, let's a couple of other games. We'll look at the St Joey's game, Milky, and of course they're taking on Lara.
Lara have come back, kicked 3 goals. Joey's got the first one of the quarter, and Lara have kicked the next 3. So I'm guessing there's a bit of wind there at Drew Reserve.
Not as much as in this box. Boy, hell, you have had a big night last night.
That wasn't me, that was Nick.
Was it? I don't hear it.
No, I think it might be all hot air coming down from downstairs from the politicians. Have a look at them. What they do for a camera, those people.
All right, ball back in the centre. Again, another Bell Park clearance. This time it's Sloss. He kicks up towards foot. Oh, Johnson nearly took a good mark there. Comes to the ground. Bit of a whistle on play, and it's going to be a free kick to Simpkin. It's going against Weir for dropping the ball. Simpkin gets it out wide towards Seal. He's got Learson on. Learson now wasn't a great kick. It was a shocking kick, and really Learson had little to do but see it over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in.
Yeah, that was an ordinary kick. He had Learson and probably would have had a bit of a chance. It's Bookavars that's manning him now. Ben Bookavars. It's interesting tag. Come the boundary throw in. Vale throws a boot at it. Comes over the back, fisted away by Sheringham. Oh, bad bounce to Newton. Loose ball to Sloss. Gives the handball away. Learson's there. Picks it up. Dishes over the handball to Kelly. Kelly went for the 1-2 but didn't get it. Sloss intercepts. Goes down into the pocket. Where's the boundary? Where are you?
There's that many umpires out there, and none of them are in position.
That is... Get the cameras on them, you blokes. Report it, what these guys are doing. Oh, Bookavars over the top of Learson, and he's paid the mark.
Good mark. Oh, was he off? The umpire said, no, go back and take your kick.
Yes, this is the Ben variety. Christian's already kicked 2 for the quarter. Causing some grief, the Bookavars brothers. They're a child of the girl Murfitt from Colac.
Are they?
Yes, she married the guy Bookavars.
Very good.
He's gone in and missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, Johnny Murfitt?
Yeah.
His sister. Can't think which one. There's 3 of them. But anyway, Simpkin in the goal square, looking for options. Under a bit of pressure here, the Tigers.
Certainly are.
Goes wide, Learson's the target, finds him. He quickly plays on. He's got Seal.
Oh.
Seal kicks it straight in and then good enough to go back and get it. Handball behind Bolsh. Haven't seen much of him. Good pick up there by Falekos. He gets one high. Right in front of that scoreboard. That will be replaced with digital with your new... what was it? $5 grant that you got from the Liberals,
No,
Lynch drops what he should have taken. Plays on, gives it to the hard-working Kelly. Kelly into centre forward. There's a player down. That was Carmody.
He's having a look at the umpire, but I don't think there's much in it. Look at this. You talk about hard work. Johnson's up this in the ground, but McCarthy's there for Colac. Can he get a handle on it? Johnson's worried him out of it in the finish, and done well, Johnson. Pavel's out the back, but Rowan's there for Colac. He gets it back to Newton. Newton now steadies. He goes towards McGuan, and McGuan takes a good mark about 45 metres out from goal. So cool head there by Newton just to find his target. There's a couple of changes. It's Colac are ringing him twos, but unfortunately Bell Park have only got the 2 players that they can interchange with, and they'd love to get a bit of a lead on Colac going into this last quarter, that's for sure. McGuan, call it through, Milky.
He's coming in for goal number 49. In he comes. I think he leant back a bit on that one. He's pushed it wide. Carmody takes the mark. And paid. They're calling out on the full. The boundary umpire standing there. Rowan McSparron argues he had a goal umpire and a boundary umpire there, and neither of them called it, so I'm guessing he must have marked it in the field of play. What's he going to do?
Early shot.
He's going to go the banana.
You'd have to.
In he comes. Holding a low drop punt, though.
He'll run around, no doubt.
And then he drops it across like the banana, and he's got it. Great. A very much needed goal there. That's Jake Carmody's first goal.
It is not. He told me he had 2 before. It's either his second or third.
Jake Carmody, that's his first.
I'm telling you, he's kicked 2.
No, you put down Jake McGuan's.
No, look, I'm not keeping any records now. God almighty. Anyway, it's a Colac's ninth,
That was
9-6-60.
McGuan we were talking about that had 2, you goose.
Oh,
You
he's kicked 2, this bloke.
He's kicked 1. Bet you they add up. 3.
No, I don't care if they add up all right, but you've got it against the wrong player.
No, I haven't. There's no possibility. Do the timekeepers keep
No,
goal
they
kickers?
don't. No, get it.
Don't really do.
All right, get back to the game. Learson kicks it out of the centre. Oh, coming through hard there and done very, very well was the number 21 there, and Timmy Austin. Curly. All right, he'll pick it out, and big rightful kick up towards the 4-9. I reckon they have gone a bit shorter up forward. Bukova's now for Bell Park. Was out outdone by Simpkin. Spokes couldn't make the best of the good kick from Simpkin. Eventually it's out with Kelly. Kelly now will chip it across towards Seal, is it? Seal now go down towards half forward. Lynch is it was a shocking kick by Seal and found McSparron, who come out. Lynch was just too far away from Lynch to give him any advantage. McSparron at half back, his kick was just a kick.
Just a kick too, yep.
Found a teammate though.
Someone that can kick the cover off it, you wonder why he mucks around with those little ones.
All right, just chipping the ball around.
Sloss.
Pickett, in actual fact. And Pickett kicks it up towards Johnson. He's been busy. He gets the ball off towards Couch. Is it? Couch now will chip the ball in. Went over his teammate's head and goes out the bend, and we'll have a throw in. 9 points of difference. It's 11 points of difference. If you look at my scoreboard, 9-6-60 to 10-11-71. So Colac been able to pull it back a little bit from the first 5 minutes, but certainly...
Seemed to open up in a hurry. The Bell Park boys come out knowing this is their last crack with the wind.
Geez, look at that wind take that ball too.
Getting stronger, if anything. Sheringham dispossessed.
Out in the full.
That was... Not sure who it was, but he's kicked it straight across the face and out on the full. Excuse me. Bring it in is Simpkin, is it?
You look like him.
That white boots, that's my guess. Guy decides to bring it straight out towards the grandstand. Veal, Learson gets the handball over. Bolsh puts it in front of Carmody, takes a mark on the wing, then gets chopped in the head.
Gee, he takes a lot of marks, doesn't he?
Does, yes. And I like his hands extended out so well. Carmody. He's got a couple here. Woodmason, and he spotted him. Seal takes the mark just inside.
He's out.
Plays on. Yes. Plays on. Lynch and Learson. Learson there at the crumbs. Lynch goes back to help. Should have given it off to Kelly. Does. Kelly kicks it straight into the man. Comes back to Learson. Learson bouncing ball. Joey Couch is home. Woodmason off the deck. His old man, desk rose just then a fraction, I reckon.
His old man nearly went off the deck too. Spelled a bit differently though. 9-7-61. Colac 10-11-71. Bell Park. Ball in here with Booker.
Josephs have come back. They've kicked the next 3.
Bell Park here, but they spoil each other. Emery 3-on-1. Sheringham walks away with the ball now. Usually good kick, and that's a ripping kick out in front of Bookie Bars. But
good pace.
Newton was able to use his pace to get in front of him. Sorry, Milk, you were saying
St Joe's have come back the next 3. 9-10-64 to Lara 9-8-62.
Gee, that's really...
so they kick 1, then Lara kick 4, then they kick 3. That's at St Joe's.
Okay.
Yeah. So spinning ball, Veal gives Vale the front spot. Vale knocks it down into the path of Hutchison, I think that is. Stacks on the mill, they're wrestling. Umpire says, give it to me. Let's go through a ball up. Veal drives a fist into it. Goes back to Bolsh. Bolsh dispossessed immediately. Smart picks it up. Gives it over to Embry. Embry gets it. Good hands over to Theodore. Theodore's hands across to Learson. Bouncing ball. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Goes long. Out in front of Carmody. He marks this one on his chest. Doesn't need the Dukes. Short kick. Finds McGuan. Big Jake.
Probably a bit far out.
A bit far. He's been called by Kelly in the goal square. Woodmason. Kelly. You're almost. Woodmason picks up the crumbs, comes out the back. Kelly goes back in again. Did he get it high? No. Umpire says, give it to me. Right on the top, 14 metres out from the Colac Tigers goal, and they trail by 10 points. I look at that because that's rubbish over there.
Look at me, mate.
Yeah, I'll follow you, Jock. Follow you. Up they go. Linton knocks it into the path of Smart. Kelly over the head. Puts it out of bounds.
One bloke would say that was ambitious.
Yes, the WBC reporter's ambitious, isn't she?
Oh, well, very ambitious.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, isn't that one of your colleagues, Nick? She's a reporter, fellow reporter like you.
Yeah, well, Nick's done nothing. He went in and ate 2 sausage rolls and couldn't give a stuff about the announcement, so you won't read it in the Geelong Addy. All right, ball back in there. Good tackle by Learson. Ball spills free, picked up by Kelly. Third time lucky. Yes,
yeah, got it.
So Andrew Kelly kicks his first goal for the afternoon, and the Tigers get their 10th, and they edge closer to Bell Park. They go 10-7. 67, Bell Park 10-11, 71. We've gone about 21 minutes into this third.
And Joey's got another one. They've gone out to 7 points.
Kelly had 3 shots at getting that goal.
Did he?
Rain starting to fall too here at the Central Reserve, so I'm assuming it's the rain.
Well, the Newtown are home, Jock. They're 10 goals up. So there's no way that game's going to be turned around. So it's as you said, Colac's just got to keep winning. But at this stage, if St Joey's were to pull off a surprise victory, that would help you enormously.
Well, it would. But anyway, Colac can only do what they can do, and they've got to win this game. Ball over the back. Gee, Shane Theodore's got to work hard and try and push the ball towards the boundary. He does well for Colac. And we'll have a boundary.
Good to see him back, Jock. He just gives you another avenue. You can play him back, as they've done today, down back, or you can give Veal a rest in the ruck, or you could even play him in a goal square.
He's got a fair bit of aggression in him too, Shane, and it certainly helps.
Yes.
Kelly calling the runner out. And of course, Colac captain.
What the hell's going on down there?
Yeah. Play me at both ends. All right, ball back, and it's finished up with Rock. Rock gets it onto the number 40, which is Patton. Tries to square the ball, but now it's Spokes. Kick in hope, but Woodmason should get a fist to it. He does. Ball down. Good work by Masparin to reel it in. Now Johnson, is it? No, it wasn't Johnson. Big fella. Weird. Sorry. The old 1-2. Look at Leighton. He was like a seagull on a ship.
If you can get it. Well, Kelly called the runner out. Watch me kick the next goal, he said to the runner. That's what he said to him, and he did.
Put it in the book, he said. All right, his second goal, Kelly, and Colac back in front now by 2 points. 11-7, 73. Bell Parker 10-11, 71. But just Linton's anticipation then, just to get on the loose ball and set something up.
Yep.
And again,
and I reckon if that first bounce had come back into his hands, he'd gone all the way. Yeah.
Interesting, they're ringing the changes again, Bell Park. But all of a sudden, with the only 2 interchange, they've really got to rotate their rucks off the bench, haven't they?
Just about, yes.
Which is really... they're
on ballers. Yeah. So there's Stack and Book of Ours, both, and Vale, both gone in the middle.
Yeah. So it's certainly really hamstringing these injuries. So.
Yeah, not a good time to be getting
particularly Polky, you'd be very, very concerned with his injury. All right, Rowan out of the centre, goes long. Is McGuan there? No, good work by Brown. Good strong work. Carney falls on a one-handed handball at it. Learson tries to break the way through. Gee, I've been impressed with the Bell Park defence today. Under enormous pressure. Ball comes out. Woodmason, he'll have a shot from anywhere. Kicks it high in the air. Ball comes down to the deck. Felikos tries to get the crumbs. Now he'll spin around. Look at him. Looks like
pizza for everyone.
Yep, and he's got it back to Woodmason. Don't worry about leading, boys, because this one will be going goalward, you'd think. He's very lively down there, Woodmason. He plays taller. He actually plays taller than he is. He certainly gives a contest. So, been a tremendous player. Had a lot of injury over the years, and I think he's still very.
I think he lacks a bit of support from the home camp, doesn't he?
He can't get used to the comb. That's for sure. Looks at that here. All right, it's a good kick. It's on its way. He's got the legs.
Oh, it has too. What a great goal!
Woodmason. Trav Woodmason's first. Colac's 12th.
He knows what he's doing.
He's certainly goals. 12-7, 79. The Tigers 8-point lead. 10-11, 71. We've got to think that win mightn't be as strong as it perhaps was early in the quarter, but certainly you look at the Australian flag there, and it's blowing towards the end at Bell Parker kicking it. But again, the centre breaks all important, Milky.
Could it get any closer? 10-10, 70 apiece. St Joey's and Lara.
Good game down there.
Yeah. What's happening in the CDFL finals? It's all over. Imps 13-19. Pullaway 5 goals.
Of course, had the home final left.
Yeah, yep.
Tomorrow's finals up here at the Central Reserve. All right, Kelly tried to get out, had no real help there, and looks like it was who was the boy there? Got number 13, Sloss. He kicked it up wide and found Johnson. He's been the real focal point up forward, and he's worked well all over the ground. Now he's going to centre the ball. He's looking for a target here. He's looking for Sheringham, is he? No, the ball spilled to the deck. Gee, Colac under enormous pressure here. Emery Simpkin in there for the Tigers. Emery it was Newton, in fact, got it out. Lynch will have to work hard to get to this ball. Couldn't quite get there. It's all Bell Park with the numbers here. Good work. Very good work. And finish up with this big veil. No, it didn't. Ball skidded through a number of players. Lynch there for Bell Park. Bell Park play down. Oh, Theodore comes through with a hard shepherd. And that kick comes out towards young Rowan, and Rowan will take the mark. Is it Rowan? No, it's Teefy Simpkin. So,
what do you call him?
Teefy.
Teefy.
He's got a mouthful of teeth on him.
So, Teefy comes... Oh, jeez. Aren't footy clubs cruel?
Oh, they are.
Aren't footy clubs
There's
cruel? Blokes finish up with lifetime nicknames out of footy clubs.
They do,
yes. Comes over to Bolsh. Bolsh on the run. Goes, if you can get the sit, Lynch. Gave away the front spot. Now he got to crumb it. Oh, good work there from Brown. Lynch is still there. McGuan lurking. Goal number 49. There she is. That's his fourth.
No, I reckon he's only got 3, but anyway.
He's got 4, Coco.
All right, so 13th goal for Colac. They slip out the 14-point lead, 13-7-85, 10-11-71. And all of a sudden you can sense that, some of these poor Bell Park boys they're blowing hard coming up.
Well, look at Joey Couch just there. Yeah. He's absolutely spent.
Yeah. It's a big ground, and a lot of these fellas coming off heavy track.
There's the bog, Bell Park. So this ground, and then take away the interchange opportunities. Yep. So just it is the bog. That should be tipped upside down, that ground.
I think it's been rain-sown about 3 times, but anyway, it's
taking the hill out of it.
No.
Yep.
I'll tell you what they need to get rid of that cricket pitch in the middle of it. Bolsh comes through. Oh, he's collared there. The umpire said it was too high, and Jay Bolsh will get up. Hopefully.
I think that's the best thing you've done here, Jock, and I honestly think there should be half a dozen grounds in the competition that are dedicated football only.
Yeah,
no cricket pitches.
Definitely. And we see it at Geelong West all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it really stuffs up a good ground. All right, Emery going to Learson. Learson now takes the ball out in front
on top here, Colac.
They are. And it's their big guns too. Linton's down. Was he? No, he wasn't. Anyway, McGuan's taken the mark. And
line up for goal number 50, Jock.
Well, get ready, Uncle Des. Unashamedly very biased, his uncle.
Yes.
No.
Des. Oh. Couldn't see that in Des.
Oh.
I'd expect him to run out.
It's shocking. There's no shame. It's a big night tonight. Wayne Carey coming down the club.
Yes.
Should be interesting.
Should be great, mate. What time's that start? About
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yep. Won't be able to see the King. We'll be probably got to be back in Geelong by then. Dude, this town's not big enough for Carey and me.
Oh, that's right.
In he comes for goal number 50. Jake McGuan. Kicks it, and he's got it. That's his 50. And they're all going to him. They know. Players aren't stupid. They know. He's got 5.
God, you're full of it. 14-7-91, Colac. 20-point leaders now at right on the eve of, right in the death knell, 3/4 time, you'd think. 10-11-71.
You can remember, Jock.
14 what? 14-9, they've been telling me, so there you go.
14-9. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, 93. That's what I've got.
4 and 5's 9, that's correct.
Scoreboard's correct, and I wasn't. There's a first.
Yep, comes out to Sloss. Can't quite track the footy. Seal pursuing him. So too Kelly. Let a couple know that he's around anyway. Oh, good pick up by Spokes. Goes to Carmody. Bing, 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 bang, bong. Didn't quite hang on. Just goes back though. Got 2 to beat. They wrap him up. Where's the umpire? Where are you? Where are you, champ? That's away. Run towards the footy. Good idea. Something new. That might catch on if he keeps doing that. Yes. What do we make it, Jock? What's the margin?
We make it 22
points.
But they have been getting late goals, Bell Park, and Tigers would really be wary of that. It's Johnson again. Jeez,
he's been very good, hasn't he?
Oh, and good work there by the big fella in where he should go through and maybe get a kick. Oh, good work by Bolsh to support Prazzani there. He runs out of it and gets to Linton, who works hard, doesn't he? He's all over the place. Yes. Another player who works hard is this boy Wood Mason, but I thought he would have went over the top to Learson because he was making all the room, but nevertheless, good work
through that.
Good work there by Hutchison as he gets on the 3/4 time and said, tell you who was slow then was the Bell Park timekeeper. He was waiting for a mark. Anyway, at 3/4 time, 14-9-93. Colac to 10-11.
You reckon he hung off the bar?
Did he ever? We're going to give it on that in the last quarter. I'll give you a mark.
He was toasted. All I could see was a flurry of punches from Rodney Woodmason trying to get him to press the buzzer.
I would have thought one did it will constitute bring the siren, not 4. Anyway.
So it's Colac 14-9.
No wonder they've been winning a lot of close ones.
Colac's 14-9 to
49.93, 10-11-71.
That's the three-quarter time score. Quickly give the goal kickers. For Bell Park, 1 to Hutchison. Yes. 1 to Hutchison. 2 to Book of Ours. 1 to Stack. 3 to Benny Johnson. The single to Will Sloss. And 2 to Dylan Weir.
Let's take a break now.
Yeah, we take it. I'll go to Colac. Back, and the umpire, up it goes. Veal gets a hand on it.
Rain's coming.
Rowan in there. It looks like he's moved in the middle, Rowan.
Yeah.
Come at the back is Waldron. Gets the handball over the top. Austin, Kelly over the top of him. Fists it Colac's way. Waldron goes back and gets it again. Handball out the back to Neelis. Book of Ours. Ben, he wrapped up by 2 on a tackle. Then Waldron goes back and gets it again to Vale. Vale puts it in front of Jackson Bright. Mopped up by Simpkin. Simpkin goes very wide. Spots Rowan again for the white boots. Getting a bit greasy out there. Oh. He goes very wide and kicks it straight over Embry's head and will be a boundary throw in on the outer side. 22-point lead here to the Colac Tigers. Interesting game, Jock, that sees Lara up by a point, 11-11 to 11-10.
Hey, what rain's come, the breeze has also got back up, and it's really favouring again Colac going to his Veal kicks out of the contest, and that just shows you how big the breeze is, because it just went on and on and on. So Colac really coming home with a breeze, and you would think
you'd just say that just about got enough in the bank. I would have thought.
Well, the weather, but still, you never know. That Bell Park's a very, very good.
Oh, they're
side.
a great side.
All right, Embry, has he gone forward too? Spoilt there, the boy Waldron, and put the ball over.
It was a very contentious one as in last night. Similar thing, came from the side, played against Collingwood, right in front of goal.
Ball up. Veal gets it down towards Lears, and he couldn't get through. Good work there by the big 31 there. Book of Ours, bending Book of Ours. He's a very good player, right? This boy. Yeah, he's had a ripping game today. Johnson gets it back towards Bright. There's Colac got the numbers here. Bounced it in favour of Oban, though. Going back after it is Prazzani. His handball goes straight to Stack. Stack now gets possession, but it's cut off by McCarthy. Gets to his cousin in Tiffy Simpkin. Simpkin goes forward looking for Lynch, and Lynch takes a mark. On his non-preferred chest. I know he's got one, has he? He kicks it up forward, looking for Carby. He contests Woodmason at the fall of the ball. The players are doing it hard now. It's slippery. Good work there by Stack, though. Come out, and a very good kick has found Big Johnson now. Johnson will move it quickly. He's looking for a lead there. Is that Milk?
That's Book of Ours.
It is Book of Ours.
Christian.
Yeah. Good work, though. Well, it's good work by both players.
Yes.
Keep the ball in the forward zone, I guess, for Bell Park, and 23 points behind Bell Park at the moment, and so we'll have a ball in about 40 metres around from their goal. Kicking this town in, Colac kicking the 8 of, you'd have to say it was a 3-goal breeze now.
At least now. Watch this get taken. Yeah, even the boundary umpire made the pack for a change. Put his foot out, then Linton perhaps should have gone with the body. Veal gets it over to him. He'll back himself here, keeps pushing it forward.
Good work.
Big Vale chips in. Kelly, what can he do? Goes to ground, dishes off by hand, straight to, I reckon that's Rowan there, is it?
Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan.
I think this will be the pattern of the last quarter, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be a very pretty quarter of football. I think it's going to get greasy and slippery. All right, wrestle on in the ruck. Good umpiring, let it go. All right, Veal now. Nearly kicked the bloke's back off, but he goes back and gets a kick. Prazzani pushes it forward. Spokes with pace. Carmony's in front of him. Should let him through. Spokes now will kick up towards McGuan. It'll skid onto him. He picks it up. No, he doesn't. Took it out to try and get in it, and good work by Brown, but Woodmason was able to chip in. Can he get the handball? He can back towards Learson. He should have a shot from here. 55 out. Puts the ball on his way, but slid off the right, has it? No, it's kicked the goal.
They like it.
They do like it. So very handy goal there to Kane Learson. 15-10. They've hit the 100, Colac. 10-11-71 Bell Park. Handy goal, Mill.
You've got a problem, Jeff Murphy. Yeah, very handy goal, mate. Takes out to 29 points, does it not?
It does, yes. 29 points, handy lead coming to the final quarter. And, So Learson, he doesn't waste many possessions, does he, when he gets the ball? So just a little bit undermanned at the moment, Bell Park. And
yeah, it has
really taken its toll, hasn't it?
Yes, the matter of any changes they can do. And I hope Polkey, just for the sake of the competition, because he's a gun forward, I hope he comes good quickly. and young
probably
Green.
being conservative just to keep him off. And
Yeah.
I think it's a great decision by the coaching staff here. They know there's bigger things ahead of them than this game.
Michael Bright and Mitch Cuttle sitting over there. They're
Yeah.
a couple trouble with the capital T, those two when they're
And
together.
then you've got
They both
Batchelor.
got piles.
Nick Batchelor
And
too.
Batchelor. Didn't seen him here though. Interestingly. Veal jumps up. Can't quite.
Kelly.
Kelly goes goalward. Good. Nellis puts the Dukes up and just pulls in the one-hander. Bookavars, as in Ben, takes the mark.
Did they
Go.
Bell Park develop players, or they come in from
amateurs?
Okay.
Both of them.
Very good players, anyway.
Yeah, the Ben played for the Dockers, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Of course, you were tied up with amateurs at one stage, weren't you?
Yes.
Carmody coming in at 51 out, and just another club that dismissed you from your services.
No,
Helgi?
I didn't
Hey?
get dismissed.
Didn't you get a letter?
I might have got
Don't
a letter.
come Monday or don't come again.
Might have got a letter. Was that Carmody at that point?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I might have got a letter. Come to a meeting or don't come back, and I didn't go to the meeting.
Only one of many clubs. All right.
No, only club that happened at.
Of course, you speak highly of them too, I must admit. I've heard you.
They're all right. My son won a best and fairest there.
Yeah.
Daughter plays netty there.
Pity you can't go and watch them.
I can go and watch him. Justy's playing footy in Melbourne now.
Good on him. All right, we'll have our ball up 4:30 for Colac. Getting pretty black and miserable here. I think both sides just say ring the siren. Kelly kicks around his body. It's an up and under, good double fister there by McSparron. But Crummer's needed, and again at Sheringham, Walters out of a bit of a tight situation, gets a good kick in towards Hutchison. He'll give it back to teammate Waldron, was it?
Yeah,
big fella's
Vale,
gone and being
gone.
and it's Rowan.
He gone.
Got Jake
Him
McLeod.
and Embry, they've moved him into the midfield by the
Yeah.
looks.
And they might be better wetter players as McGuire just throws his
Just
opponent
threw him
aside.
out. Threw him out of the lifeboat.
Righto, it's Linton now. He's got a chip in. Here's Emery. Oh, God, he couldn't. He had a big opportunity to kick a goal there. Couldn't take the mark. Good work there by Waldron. Lost his footing, though. And allows McGuire. He can't pick it up. Gee, it's a circus down there as players are skidding everywhere. And I reckon this ground would get a bit slippery with a bit of dew on it or a bit of moisture on it. So players will be finding it pretty hard to hold their feet and leave a ball up. Gee, it's getting black, too.
It is getting black, and I think you'll find the Tigers have enough in the tank, I would have thought, by now. I reckon they're ahead by 4 straight goals, are they? Yep. I reckon with this, the way it is, with these conditions, I reckon it might be enough. A couple of people in the cars think so too. They're heading home.
Yeah. Righto.
Milking time, is it? Carmody slips over, dishes out the back to McCarthy. Goes to... Kelly copped one. No, umpire said nothing doing as he looks up at him. Foot race on. Simpkin. Teefy, I love that. Teefy goes to ground, knocks it out, reaching in his spokes. What can he do? He's got a mate there. Seal.
Linton.
By a rose.
Simpkin.
He just goes...
Learson.
Oh, Learson.
You just keep crapping around and laughing at Teefy Simpkin. And
I reckon that's a great name, Teefy.
That's a
I
good
thought it must have
oh.
been... Someone must have thought his name was Keith, and then he just got called Teefy.
Teefy. Always got a grin in his face too, the lad.
And minor scored at Learson. Yes, 3-2 for the afternoon.
15-12, 102 Colac. 10-11, 71 Bell Park. So we're going to be a wild, mully old last quarter. Kids are running for shoulder everywhere here. There's the publicans, but still they don't
One at
move.
the back, she's having a bit of trouble. She's crying. Big sisters don't seem to care. McSparron in the goal square. Look at the little kids. There he goes wide. Finds his teammate hard up against the boundary, as in Brown.
Oh, they're going hard up.
Brown goes down the line to Bookavars. Plays on immediately. Gives it to Lynch. Lynch over to his mate in Joey Couch.
Back to Lynch.
Then Lynch. He goes to Big Weir.
Good mark.
And the Weir fell down and took the mark.
Was a good
Very
mark.
agile big fella, this
He
bloke.
is. I'm very impressed with him.
Yeah, goes. Plays on quickly. Backing
good
back. Good work there by the young McCarthy. Going in is Newton. Learson gets wrapped up. Gives off the quick handball. Well done again. Picked up by Rowan. Rowan's got it, but he's out of bounds.
I think Jim Linton thought, better place than any. Put her over the boundary line. Yeah, good work by young Dylan McCarthy. Put his body in the line there just to affect the spoil. So coach would be pretty pleased with it.
Right in front of him too. It's a great spot to do it.
Lynch come off for Bell Park too. He's been a pretty good goer today for Bell Park. All right, Learson with the ball spins out of trouble. Gets a handball towards Smart. who, well, he'd be do well to stick the boundary. No, he gets around a couple. He finally gets it to Kelly. He'll kick around the body. Carmody up. Oh, gee, nearly
marked it in the wet.
Spokes here picks up the crumbs, which is good work. Puts the ball around towards Lynch, and Brown's here with him. Lynch, well, he brought the ball to ground.
There, didn't he? Didn't he get punched in the head?
Well, he's up anyway. It wasn't Brown, in fact. Was it Cameron Loftus's old number? Waldron.
Waldron.
Not Cameron, was it Cameron? Yes, it was Cameron.
There was Jason.
Sam Loftus. Sorry, Cameron too.
Looks like another one. They've lost another one. God. They're down to 1 on the bench. He's got Claret coming out the schnoz, the little pattern.
Pattern, is
little
it?
Pattern, yeah.
Gee.
So down to 1.
I reckon if I was Ben Armstrong, I'd want this game to finish right now.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get nothing out of it. And unfortunately, he's lost a couple of his better men. So it's been a dirty old day in that respect for Bell Park, but they keep coming and the ball kicked forward. But Simpkin in there again. Oh, he caught one high from Johnson, but he still take the mark though, which is good work. Yeah. He's off. He'll get out wide for Lynch. Went over his head. And the ball's skidding a bit in now, isn't it? And it comes back towards Wilder. And he ducked a tackle from Linton. Should have been a free kick. The umpire said it was.
Paid it.
The rain gets heavier now. 11 minutes gone in this last quarter.
Just play the hooter. Just lean on the buzzer.
As Bukovic, he's dispossessed by, or spoil was by Newton coming back through his Waldron. Done very, very well. Gee, that's good play by Waldron. And kicks up towards half forward. And, well, here he is again, Johnson. This time he couldn't quite wrap it in. Learson's there, though. He kicks out wide. It's in no man's land.
Look at this. It's on.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the wind's going to win the race, that's for sure. He's kicked that about 70 metres, you know.
Free kick. Free kick, deliberate.
Hey?
A free kick for deliberate, isn't it? Surely. The big boys would pay that, wouldn't they?
God, that
lunatics.
God, that flag is it's on Viagra. I think it's as I'll tell you what, I've never seen it look like that for the day. Have you? I reckon it picked up about 10 knots. Yeah,
on Viagra. Coming out is Embry. Embry chips it to centre half forward. Carmody over his head. 3 on 1 here at the back. Was Lynch. Can't quite pick it up. Skidding, slipping, sliding ball. Neelis it is. Gets it off by hand. Cross to Jackson Bright. He gets around the tackle. Dispossessed. Carmody goes bang. And if it wasn't sealed before, it is now. Jakey Boy gets his second. Jock's going to say it's his third, but he's just...
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll read the paper Monday and see he's right.
I checked mine. I have never been wrong.
Yeah, 16 goals, 12, 108 Colac, 10, 11, 71 Bell Park, and you think she's all over, Bardo.
I thought I was wrong once, Jock, but I was mistaken.
You were mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well,
yeah, she's just... this is just what Colac got to keep doing. Just got to keep winning. Let the others... The rest of them, while we're talking about that, what's going on? Joey's... 82 to 78. 4 points up. 4 points up over Lara. There'd be some sort of upset. That one, I thought that was the certainty. And the other one was the possibility of upset.
5 points now.
Oh, they've smashed them. 10 goals. 10 to 12 goals up.
5 points. Joey's up.
Yeah, I'll leave it on there, eh?
Yeah, could be the one we keep an eye on.
Yep.
All right, back in the middle. Veal does it again. But... again, it's taken away by Pickett, is it? It kicks up forward looking for Johnson. Just couldn't quite handle it. He's played a one-man show up there, really, Johnson. And anyway, he's been terrific. But the ball, look at that pull up, nearly goes backwards over the head. Big Vale jumps up for the ball. Johnson again, he's everywhere. Tell you what, he's played a ripping game.
He has. He'd be their best, I would think.
I would think so.
By a country mile.
Yeah. Oh, God almighty, there's just the boss let it go.
Back and back.
Well, it's probably not a bad thing. There's no time on if he doesn't blow his whistle. Simpkin gets
he wants it over too, you reckon?
Yeah, I think they all want it over. Tries to push it towards the boundary line. Bukovic is there for Bell Park. The post in my way. Who's got it now? And set in the back, the umpire said no,
it should have been. There was young Joey Couch. Should have got a free kick there.
Kelly's in there. He won't mind it wet. And come back to Bukovic. He's had a kick a goal, but there's no one home. Mick Emery's in the square on his own. He'll take a mark. He runs out now and he'll kick out wide looking for Spokes. Spokes now couldn't take the mark, but he'll butter up. The ball beats him out of the line and out of bounds. So what about throwing?
Kid Spokes, how old is he?
He's only 17, 18. So 18, sorry, just 18. He's tied up with the Falcons as well. So
yep.
He's a good young lad.
Yep. Murray's boy, isn't he?
No.
No? What Spokes is he then?
He's Trevor Spokes. He's got a bit of Ross Spokes' nephew. You know, Ross played for South Colac. He played for South Colac, Ross.
Yep.
All right. Good work there by Kelly to try and break through. He might kick it out in the full, does he? No.
Just kicked a touch.
And the solitary man is, of course, Tim Sheringham on the bench, and he's on the phone.
Coach. He's on the phone to his other coach. Joint coaches, chatting.
So it's really poor Bell Park. They're just been just so undermanned.
Yeah.
It's really taken its toll. It's
He's going for a ride.
well,
Slots
was smart.
Little Smart kept walking and Slots just hanging on the back.
Riding him like Seattle Sleuth. All right, ball up. Beale gets a tap down looking for Linton. Does he found him off the ground, Jimmy Linton? Right, it's Colac's Carmody leading for the ball. Tried to go. McSparrow ripped it off him.
Stole it.
Strong work by the big fella. Kicked it forward looking for Bukovas. He's got Newton on him too. Both Bukovas boys, a double Bukovas tackle, but couldn't get the possession. Unfortunately for them, Couch gets a good handball. Now it goes back to Bukovas. He puts it across. That's a great little kick, and he's found Rock. Rock will kick from about, now I don't think he'll make the distance from there with this wind, but he'll go for a lead. Johnson led towards the pocket. He went there, but the ball skidded and over the boundary line.
Yep.
We'll have a throw in. 15 minutes gone in the last quarter. Where's Nick?
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, Nick's gone to sleep. He's gone to sleep. He's in the corner asleep. You know what? He's a big fella. He's got a cold.
Oh,
the big fella's look, he's big sook. That's what he is. Great big sook. Look at me, I'm not a toad. St. Joey, Lara kicked the goal. They are a point in front. 13-12 plays 13-11. So we're who are the Bell Park boys heading home? Are they?
Could be. The ball will slide over the boundary line. We'll have another throw in.
No, they're maybe they're going into the room.
They might go and have a nice cold pot.
Yeah, I reckon they might be. They're all heading into the rooms. Good on them.
Yeah.
So we'll have the boundary throw in. 15 around from the Bell Park goal. They trail 71 to 108. Oh, off the deck goes Newton. A good kick. Oh, good. That was a good mark from Austin. Just smothered it, didn't he? Just wrapped himself around it. Good weather mark, yes. Oh, Veal. 100. At the back. Oh, Embry. Good judgment there.
Heavy traffic. Fleek. I don't know what he was ice skating when he was on the other side of the ground.
Fell over his shadow.
Yeah. Wasn't his fringe, that's for sure. It comes back towards Embry from Linton. Gee, he can't pick it up. It's like a bar of soap there. You can't get it back to Linton. Linton now, so get Embry Road, I'll do this on my own. He gets across to Simpkin now. Simpkin, he'll kick on his left. He'll kick up looking for McGuan, but he kicked it between McGuan and Carmody. And Brown takes the mark at half back. 17 gone in this last quarter here at the Central Reserve. Brown will kick forward, but Linton's there and takes the mark and the finish. It was a nice slips catch.
Yes.
Probably been Colac's best play, you'd think, Milky.
Yeah.
Close to it. And he gets a ball across to Newton. He's running now. He chip kick will go towards another good player, Kelly, but it's
Kelly's been good.
Kick.
I've been impressed with Kelly.
Gone over the line and out in the full.
Yes. Again, I just reckon Veal has been good again.
Yeah, he's terrific.
He's probably one of your major assets, I reckon.
Yes, certainly would be.
And this is Jake McGuan. I've seen Jake now probably 3 or 4 in a row, and I reckon this is the best game he's played in a few weeks.
Yeah, he's certainly. They've got a very versatile field line. They can mix and match it a bit. So, and when one player's getting attended like a Carmody or whatever, it allows a McGuan or even a Lynch or a Leeson to come in, and we've seen today Woodmason come in and do a bit of damage as well. So, it's the flexibility they've got up forward has been pretty.
Benny's gone down.
Yeah.
Talk to.
Oh well. Yeah,
talk to his co-coach in Tim.
He's been on the bench for a while, Sheringham, so really haven't made a change. Short 5 minutes, so they might be just sitting back and having a look at a couple of things. All right, ball back in as a sling tackle over the boundary line. Oh, he's dropping the ball.
Got tape around that knee, and they're both looking at it.
Yeah,
around his right knee.
I think they'll be saying, well, let's try and get these boys back and recovered and get them right for the fortnight's time, because they'll be playing a big part in the finals, you would think.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, ball back at half back, and a good pick up there by Austin. He'll get down towards Johnson. The umpire's picked up a free kick. It's off the ball. It could be against Kelly, is it? So I don't know why I didn't pay the advantage. I really don't.
Well, the ball was 60 metres down the track. The Bell Park are back to no one on the bench, I reckon.
Well, Sheringham hasn't been on. So.
Yeah, I don't reckon he's going on either.
Well, you'd think he put a jacket on.
Well, look, he's dragging that leg.
Well, he is too.
Yeah, he's dragging that.
That's not good news at all. So,
he's all of a jacket sudden, on now.
You'd hope, for Bell Park's sake, that it's only a bit of soreness, because it is heavily taped, and he's certainly favouring it. So they're down to no bench. So
no bench at all.
Horror day, really, when you think about it. All right, ball back in it.
16-12 to 10-11.
Done well to hang on in the last quarter, really. As Felikos gets a handball. The umpire said he dropped the ball. I thought he handballed it, but anyway. Apparently the umpires get the copy of this tape, Milk. So.
Yeah, well, cheerio to the umpires. Yeah. All good bunch of blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, done a great job. All right.
No, without them, we haven't got a game, mate.
Well, that's what
the truth.
Say. Yeah, and I think people like you should be more respectful to.
You're a frick of a thing.
All right. Coming out of
Johnson.
God, he got a bit of friendly fire. Oh, no, he's holding his knee too.
He's wiggling his toes.
I don't know what's happened there, but he looks in a bit of trouble, Ben Johnson, and they can afford to lose him, that's for sure. Hopefully he's only winded for his sake. And he's getting up, thank God.
Felt sick in the guts then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's winded. He's got the hands above the head. He's just winded. Good. Little stack, Tyler. Mum and Dad thought it was a good idea at the time. Kicks it up in the air, and it's going to come back to him.
Poor old Johnson's
underneath it, and she gets it down the bend book of vase.
Nothing in his lungs.
Up and under. Oh, his brother Christian. Does he take the grab? Umpire's circling, not doing anything. Stacks on the mill, and we'll have a ball up 14 metres out from the Bell Park goal.
21 minutes gone.
10-11-71 Bell Park, Colac 16-12, 108. I'll let you know what's going on at the other game. Joey's 89, Lara 91. 2-point margin to Lara.
Gee, that's a tight one, isn't it?
And
right, Learson grabs it out of the ruck, couldn't get it up. Good handball back towards Lynch for Bell Park. He was smothered. Learson goes back in under it. Linton now gets handball out. Clever handball out to Embry. Embry now goes short.
He's been good.
Yeah, he has been terrific and calm. He takes his umpteenth mark for the day. He's got Spokes out wide.
Form, Carmody.
Yeah, Spokes out wide. He ignores that, goes towards Kelly, the captain of Colac. And, he's brought to the ground. Again, it's Walden. I think he's been terrific too today, Walden.
Yep.
He gets a handball across to...
clean.
Oh, he's very clean. And particularly as the conditions got worse, he's probably managed to handle the ball as well as anyone. Couch is with the ball at half back. Gets a handball.
Bumped into his old man before the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good fella. Couchy.
Right. Ball over the Benron. Henry does well. Oh, he's hurt his knee too. Gee.
He grabbed it straight away.
That's not good. Maybe he's dislocated the kneecap.
Goodness me, what a day. Bell Park boys are heading over to help, which is sensational. I love seeing that when both clubs say...
They got the stretcher.
No.
Gee, this isn't good.
Embry
for Colac. He grabbed his knee straight away.
Straight away, yep. Deary me, it's been a bad day in the office today.
Certainly.
Lara's just got another one, 7 points up now. So they look like they might hang on, Lara, again in a close one.
God, it's been a dirty old day. This just wraps it.
Yeah, that's... Just commented, I shouldn't have said anything about how good he's been.
No, you put
Mozzed him.
Yeah. He's certainly holding below his knee there, so... doesn't look good anyway.
Yeah, I hate seeing this stuff.
Yep, no one likes to see stretchers out in the ground, and both teams today are really paid the price a little bit, I guess, with injuries, but it doesn't seem to... He's not as distressed as Gary Lyon.
Say that, yeah. Oh, Gary Lyon. Or as young Green. He doesn't seem to be...
Yeah. All right.
Whether they're doing the right thing or whether... Because he just seems to be... We'll find out.
No, no doubt about that.
Had him on a hand, speaking of knees. How did he finish up?
He did a hamstring.
Oh, is that all it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he'd done it. We thought he'd done his knee, didn't we? Oh, well, you weren't here. How would you know? Me and Skinny thought he was.
Yeah. No, it was a hamstring, and he's trained. He should be right. Him and Adams, hopefully, next week for Colac. And they're going to need him without Mick Emery, that's for sure. All right, ball up forward. Running back with it is Nellis, and he's going to pick the ball up in the defensive 50 now. He's going to have to go across the ground. He's got a player there in Sloss. Good work there by Sloss. He's going to...
Oh, look at the ground Linton made up.
He certainly did. He's going down towards Rock. Rock out in front of Simpkin this time. Plenty of time now. He'll kick around his body and looking for Johnson. Gee, I tell you what, he's keep saying it. He's been the best player for mine all day. Yep. For Bell Park, that's
and then
for sure.
Bukavazi spots him up. He's got come into the game since they moved him forward.
Yep. I reckon Bell Park had done a pretty good job.
Oh, absolutely. They're a great side. Oh, Learson mob packed on that occasion, and all within the law.
Yep.
And it's finished up over the boundary line. Throw in right on the 50.
What was the time? The three-quarter time, 14. So the kick Colac to 2 goals, and they haven't had it themselves, but they certainly defended very well. And I guess the conditions haven't been great, but I think they've hung on pretty well, given their they've had no bench to work with.
About to add to it now. I think Big Jono just goes to ground. Sloss hands it out to Kelly. Kelly across to Learson. Learson round the corner kick to Falecos. Pinky's Pizza goes to centre wing. He's got spokes. He's got 2 to beat. It's a foot race. Waldron showing some fantastic leg speed for an old bloke. Gets hands across to McSpurren. He'll kick it along the line over Vale's head. Over to Lynch. Lynch picks it up, gets around 1. Then dishes off to Joey Couch. Couch pops it out in front of Johnson, who's taking his 488th mark.
Yeah, he should go back and have a kick now.
Oh, he decides to give it by hand.
Trying to do the right thing, because he probably thought he was going too far at the score, doing the unselfish thing, but Colac were able to defend it. Bukovic, so gets it, and he should get it back in. He does towards Couch. Couch now gets it off to the other Bukovic, is it?
Bukovic, yes. Christian. Minor score. Their first score for the quarter, Jock?
Yep. It's a behind. We got 16, 12, 108, 10, 12, 72. 6 goals Colac's way.
Lara got another point. They've gone to 8 points up.
Make it hard now for Joey, you'd think.
Learson has a bounce in the slippery conditions.
Fair way too in the second.
Goes towards Jake McGon. Wasn't hands in the back. No.
Keep it going today.
Over of course you would. Over the boundary line. Look at Jakey. Doesn't agree with you though. No. Got the hands in the air.
I don't even disagree all day. Won't change umpires.
Like his uncle, is he? Yeah. Bit of.
Oh, it's stubborn.
Yeah.
His uncle will be more concerned about his worker, Mick Emery, at the minute.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Kelly through heavy traffic. Can he hold his feet? What's happened there? The umpires picked the free kick up.
Free kick to Vale, against Veal. Vale chips it wide. Lynch on centre wing. Decides to bring it back. Over to Austin. Austin looking. Gets it across to McSpurren. He's got another one wide if he wants to, but decides not to go to Piggott. Decides to go straight up the line, and it's actually to nobody. It's Seal. He kicks it over to Learson, who has a pot shot at him. I reckon he's got another one.
He has.
That's his 4th.
He's a very good kick from a standing start, isn't he?
Yep.
He's very accurate and kicks long. So, very good result there for Leeson.
Well, you're not putting it on the iPad.
It's up already, 17.
Oh, is it?
Yep. If you get on the game, mate.
Gee, well, did you tap it as it went in the air?
Certainly do.
You're not bad, are you? What's going on in Melbourne? Who's winning that?
No, I don't know, Marty.
What? What's that?
Carlton got up on him.
Is that over, that game?
Yep. And Gold Coast leading Port Adelaide.
Oh, hell.
Gold Coast leading Port Adelaide, and Carlton beat Richmond, the mail is. Is that correct, Jock?
No, I don't know, mate. I don't know how to operate these things. So.
Yeah, Carlton won 106-96.
10-point win to Carlton. The Blue Baggers without Juddy.
Porter in front now, 16.
There you go, Porter leading the Gold Coast. That's okay. Okie dokie. Colac's winning this. In fact, it's all but over. Can't be too long to go. Is there, boys? 4 minutes? 4 minutes to go. Yeah. Or is that 3 of those?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly back with the mark, and he's taken it just on the on the 50. Nearly have a crack at this, although the flag's a bit flaccid. The minute.
Mick Embry's wife or girlfriend got long hair?
Yes, that's
it. Was that her running in the rooms?
That's
it. Okay.
That's
Kelly.
A good kick. Kelly, it's a point.
Oof. Not happy about it, Andrew. You think she's a bit of a goal-kicking on-baller. Not saying anything about anyone being a good player, because it wasn't. That looked like there was nothing in it, Embry one.
Oh, I think again it was just a landed,
Well, she doesn't seem to be too stressed. She's out, done.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so. That's not the same girl that went in. Maybe he's got several.
that was the girl I was looking at, the one there.
No,
yeah,
no.
don't say it. So Waldron kicks out on this case. A fair old roost into the breeze too.
It was a great kick.
Yes, picked up by Rock by hand, across to Lynch. Goes back to Hutchison, fisted away from him.
It was nearly a mark, wasn't it?
Just about. It was a mark. The timekeepers think it was a mark. So if they think it's a mark, it's got to be a mark. They don't more than the umpires.
Yeah, it was a free kick there. The umpires just missed. It was a high tackle there on the Bell Park boy. Learson again with the ball centre wing here.
Was it Bolsh that gave it to him? It was, wasn't it?
Could have been. Anyway, Learson's kick looking for McGuire. He comes through. Couldn't take the ball though. And there's a free kick paid
Ellis against McGuire
for high contact. So where I send the missus ring me.
How often does that happen, Jock?
Oh, well, once too often.
Out on centre wing. Oh, Piggott doesn't take the mark. Was out of bounds now.
Just watching the rewalk both under the knees. Under injuries, it just says knee.
The Tiger train slightly derailed today by the Blues.
All right, picked up by Seal. He couldn't get a clean handball, but Linton does. He goes back and gets a kick around his body. It'll go to the boundary line. We'll have another ball in with only a couple of minutes to go in this game. It's 7 goals, 2 minutes to go too, and 17.
I can't wait till there's 1 minute to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's been giving me the 1 minute signal all day. Don't worry about that. And I reckon he'll bip the siren on the first bip.
I don't think he'll be waiting for Bell Park
the late goal.
Get a lady. I think he wants to get out of here. He looks like he needs a pot. Kelly doing party tricks.
No,
Look, Prazzani.
Yes.
The Prazzani in the middle of the ground. Oops, Jock's having a seizure.
Yeah.
Free kick to Learson
Been prominent
against
in the last
Johnson.
quarter.
Yeah, yes. He's had a good game. Surely the umpires, the votes will be shared amongst these two, Learson and Johnson. Well, it goes to in the Carmody direction. Roving it well as Spokes. Spots up McGuire. Very, very good kick.
That was a good kick.
Yes.
Good mark too in the conditions.
Yep. Going back for goal 51, Jock.
No, well, this could be his 50th as far as I'm concerned.
Jock,
I hope he gets
Jock, when he kicks it, they will not run to him like they did when he kicked the last one. You watch. He'll kick the goal and nothing will happen because they've already congratulated him on his 50th goal. Players aren't stupid, Jock. Like you say they are.
Young Jonathan Simpkin there from the Hawthorn Football Club.
Yep.
Bit stiff to get dropped, I thought this week.
I did too. I think he's been having a reasonable season. In comes McGuire. Although, it's home. He's got his 51st.
And Colac's 18th for the day.
Yep.
18-13, 121. That's good kicking. 10-12, 72.
It's kicked 6-1, Jock.
It's been a while since, I guess, Bell Park have been given an 8-goal defeat, but you've got to put that in perspective, given
absolutely.
that they've certainly had a lot of injuries. And so say they've got a lot more to look forward to, and they've got some good players to come back into their team. And I'm not sure about the big ground, Milky. It's whether it suits their style of play. I think it would with you, Batchelor, certainly back in the side.
Yeah.
Lovely open spaces.
Michael Bright,
yep.
Cuddle's a massive out for them.
So,
you just hope the blokes, you'd expect Green to be in a bit of strife, but you'd hope the rest of them get through.
Well,
particularly Sheringham.
They've got another week before the finals, and you think they'll be resting a hell of a lot next week. So,
who do they play next week? Have we got a program?
Not sure. It won't matter anyway because they can't lose a double chance, and they wouldn't be worrying about who they play next week. That is for sure. Oh, pick it up, Rowan. He's had about 4 goes up. Now he gets it off to Fedley. Kelly's been wrapped up in a tackle. The umpire's going to let it go. Keep it letting it go, mate. He's paid holding the ball.
Lara home. 14 points up at the 25-minute mark. So you'd reckon it's all too hard for Joey's from there.
Yep. All right, ball put into attack for Bell Park. Shane Theodore stands in the way there and takes a good mark. He's going to go out towards Linton. Linton will have to stop and prop for it. And young Chicken Lynch cramping up. Those chicken legs.
Those 2 big, strong thighs he's got there.
McCarthy gets it over to Seal. Seal will go inboard looking for and finding Fedley. He slid at the crucial minute and he picks it up and gets it off to Newton. He left it behind. Felikas trying to work his way through about 14 Bell Park players. Eventually it was Couch, picked it up. He gets a good handball across to Bukovars. He has to go wide. And he went to no man's land. He's kicked it between a heap of players. Will it stay in for Linton? It will. Now Linton will get a chip kick back towards Seal. He takes a good mark at half back for Colac. He was going to transfer play. He's probably decided the best thing, he'll go back into the wing and kick it straight to the Bell Park player. So Bukavars gets the the kickback. Sloss is it? Well, it's a big fella.
Lara at 21 points up at the 30-minute mark.
Big
so it's
kick,
over.
it's over the back, going to go all the way.
Trasani.
Pushed it through.
Sheepers.
For a behind. 10-13 73 Bell Park. Colac 18-13 121.
2 points this quarter, Jock.
Well, that was a rush.
The Parkers. Well, they've scored 2 points, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jeez. Reckon I'm pedantic. Fair dinkum. As Simpkin kicks it to himself and then comes down the wing looking for his teammate in Rowan, who takes the mark, goes along looking for Carmody. Jake has it fisted away from him by Brown, as he's happy to do all day, big Stevie Brown.
Yeah, and Simpkin's mother will be happy about that, Marianne. She keeps his stats, so he gets 2 kicks for that. Well, that's the way they roll, mate. Don't worry about that. Every possession counts.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
Well,
you obviously don't care who doesn't talk to you in this club.
I don't. Been doing it for years over the Carthies, I tell you.
So, spinning ball. Where is he now? Keefe. Keefe. Comes back. Prasani picks
He's
it
all
up.
over.
Not Prasani. Falekos, I mean, sorry. Gets it over to Kelly.
He was celebrating a goal. Hey, he hasn't been touched yet. Nearly went through. There's the umpire will blow time. And it's all over here at the centre reserve. Colac running out. Convincing winners have won by 8 goals and 48 points. That is in anyone's language. 18-13, 121. Bell Park 10-13, 73.
Yes. And I'm just looking. I'll quickly go around the grounds. Then we'll come back and give goal kickers. Grovedale have won by nearly 100 points over Geelong West. South Barwon have won by 108 points over North Shore. Still going, St John's and Lara, but it's 21-point margin, so you'd think that's over. 40 points St Mary's have beaten Leopold by, and Newtown have beaten St Albans by 82 points.
Gee, that's a big win.
Yeah, it's a massive win for this time of the year.
Considering we thought that might have been the close one, so...
Yep.
All right, all clear here. Correct weight's been given by the Goal
weight.
Empire. So 18-13, 121, 10-13, 73. So 8 goal winners, Colac.
So I'm just watching how clever you are with that stuff, mate. Well, that's it here. The goal kickers, we'll quickly go through them. 4 Bell Park of 1 to Hutchison, 1 to Tyler Stack, 1 to Will Sloss. 2 goals to Dylan Weir, 2 goals to Bukavars, 3 to Benny Johnson, who's probably Bell Park's best, I reckon. Across to the Tigers, where 1 to Chris Oben, 1 to Nick Lynch, 1 single to Lockie Veal and to Travis Woodmason, 2 to Andrew Kelly, and he thought he had a third on the siren, 2 to Jake Carmody, 4 to Kane Leeson, and 6 to Jake McGuan.
All right, Milko, I'll be
fantastic, mate. Well, we'll you know what?
You won't be next week, will we?
Yeah, we will.
Jeez, well, I might have a day off.
No, but we'll be at it's at South Barwon, isn't
it is. It's going to be,
so
come down to that for the Tigers.
We'll be in the bus next week, so...
Colac win that game, they're in the finals.
In the finals, that's it, and that's probably... Let me have a look.